Government says Ray Burke didn't act improperly in relation to 1990 passport sale. First poll on all 5 presidential candidates tips Mary McAleese as the winner. And an elderly man and his 2 sisters die in a house fire near Knock. Good evening. The government has indicated it would have no objection to the 1990 file on the sale of passports to a wealthy Arab banker being examined by the Moriarty Tribunal. Earlier, a spokesman had confirmed a report in today's Irish Times that the Taoiseach had inquired into Ray Burke's involvement in the matter before and after he appointed him to Cabinet. The spokesman said Mr Ahern was satisfied that the minister hadn't acted improperly. However, the Progressive Democrats said they would be concerned if procedures on the issuing of passports had been breached. Tonight, the Fine Gael leader John Bruton asked if the Taoiseach had been fully upfront on the Ray Burke issue with Mary Harney before they went into government.
Mr Burke was Minister for Justice when the 11 passports were granted to an Arab banker for his family and friends. In return, the banker promised to invest £20 million in this country under the Passports for Sale scheme. £17 million of that investment has been traced. But the necessary naturalisation certificates weren't signed by a departmental official, as is normal practice. Instead, they were authorised by Mr Burke at his home in North Dublin. The following day, according to today's report, the then Taoiseach Charles Haughey handed over the passports at a lunch in Dublin. Concern about the affair led a former Justice Minister Moira Geoghegan Quinn to order a departmental inquiry. It found that in several cases statutory procedures had been flouted. Today, the Progressive Democrats said they'd be concerned if procedures had been breached.
Well, obviously the Progressive Democrats would have concerns about any alleged breaches in the procedures surrounding the issuing of passports. However, I've not had the opportunity of discussing this matter with either the Taoiseach or my colleagues in the parliamentary party, and we do hope to have a meeting shortly to discuss these matters.
Government sources today accepted regulations had not been fully complied with because of what they called time constraints. They suggested pressure to speed up the process had come from Mr Haughey. Both Fine Gael and Labour have called for the passports issue to be examined by the new Moriarty Tribunal. In response, Junior Minister Willie O'Dea said the government would have no difficulty in making the file available to Judge Moriarty. Nevertheless, the controversy puts new pressure on the Taoiseach Bertie Ahern and on his embattled Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ray Burke.